live direct from the A&R studios. It's the Empire of Nerd podcast. Here's your host, the PokéTrooper.
Thank you again, lovely assistant, for that wonderful intro. Now, before we get into the show proper, let's address the elephant in the room. You might notice a dip in our audio quality. That's honestly because our last microphone was a little too high end, so picked up a lot of background noise and hissing and popping. So we downgraded a little bit. Hopefully that clears up the sound background a little bit, and our voices might take a dip, but we'll try to be as clear as we talk. But anyways,
can you hear me? Over here.
Anyways, getting back into it, I am your host, the PokéTrooper, and this is the Empire of Nerd podcast. With me today, as always, my awesome co-host, Dr. Snake.
What's up, you guys? What's up?
How's it going, Dr. Snake? Anything new this week?
Nothing much, man. Just same old. I know the Oscars were the other night, so kind of watched a little bit briefly of that. But no, man, still gaming, still animating, still doing my thing.
Dude, the Oscars, man, that was actually pretty big for some of like the, I guess, not as big contenders. Obviously, you know, the biggest contender being Joker, and Joaquin Phoenix walking away with that Best Actor award.
Yeah.
I mean,
Literally walking away from his awards.
I mean, that's actually that. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody was hoping, you know, he had his detractors and people who didn't really support the movie, but
yeah,
I mean, Best Actor, and they also won Best Original Score.
Awesome.
So, you know, great music. You know, another big winner, 1917. You know, war movie, World War One, won Best Cinematography. I mean, hands down, I have to agree with that because, you know, they made that whole movie look like one huge long shot.
Yeah, and that's kind of, I mean, I would think for a director, for anybody, that's a kind of hard pull off, because you want to attend to cut through a different scene for a different point of view and different, you know, all these things though. But yeah, it just looks like a continuous no loading screen on that for sure.
So yeah, that looks amazing. You know, they also won Best Sound Mixing. Obviously, they have to get,
oh yeah,
you know, all the gunshots and explosions and get all that real nice and clear. Mm-hmm. And also they got Best Visual Effects. Mm-hmm. So, you know, yeah, I mean, it looks like a lot of the effects they did were practical, not too much CGI, but, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah, because even with sound, there's like just 3 movies from the top of my head that I love the sound is Heat, Saving Private Ryan, and Dunkirk.
Yeah.
I feel like those movies are just like, they want you to feel the gunshots or the airplanes or just bodies falling, whatever the case you want to say. But yeah, dude, like the sound of those 3 movies are legit.
Yeah, I mean, and things like Saving Private Ryan, you feel like you're in the middle of all that, you know. And obviously, biggest winner of the night was South Korean movie Parasite.
Damn.
You know, they took home 4 awards: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Foreign Language Film, and Best Original Screenplay.
Jesus, can you get more bester than that?
Dude, you know, I think honestly this is only the second time that I can think of that a movie's taken 4 awards in one night.
Really?
You know who the last director to do such a thing?
No, who was it?
It was Walt Disney.
God dang, what?
Yeah, so we're talking about 50s, 60s.
Wow, that's
since
crazy.
Someone's taken an award. So I mean, that's a big honor. So you know, Parasite, hats off to you, man. You guys did an awesome job. And that's definitely a movie I'm going to have to watch because I don't get to the theaters too often.
Yeah, same. I seen the previews. I saw the trailer. I actually liked the director because I think he was, I'm sorry, the one of the guys from there, actually, either the main actor, I think he was from the movie called Host. I could be wrong, but that was also like a good, I think it was actually.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Host was a good one. So yeah, definitely have to check that one out.
So that out of the way, let's jump into the news. So, first up, Netflix releases Castlevania Season 3 March 5th.
Nice.
Dude, that is such... Honestly, that is one of Netflix's best original animes that they got. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like it's so faithful to the like the core like originals like idea of Castlevania.
Yeah. With
the Belmonts fighting, you know, Dracula and all that. And so, if I remember right, I should have rewatched it recently, but I believe Dracula was actually killed at the end of the season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be new new antagonists. The original protagonists are coming back. So Alucard, and Belmont and Sifa are coming back. So that's going to be really cool.
Oh, right on.
And I believe they're going to add a 4th protagonist as well.
Damn.
So going along with that, Mandalorian season 2 scheduled for October 2020.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Disney Plus. This is Disney Plus's flagship show until they get something that can compete with that. Which I think maybe Clone Wars season 3, or I'm sorry, season 7. But again, I think that's only going to be one more season and that's it.
Dude, Baby Yoda. You cannot compete with Baby Yoda.
And dude, they actually have plans for like up to 5 more seasons.
Damn.
So they're set. I think they've. If I remember correctly, they were already writing season 2 before the release of the first season.
Okay.
So they have the scripts, pumping out. It's just having to get down and record it.
I'm just excited because it takes place after part 6, a certain amount of years after that. And then obviously you have the Force Awakens and stuff like that. So either I'm thinking the in between from the films, that insert of Mandalorian, and you're seeing how many seasons after this, or maybe they're signed up.
Maybe they've got 5 total already.
5, yeah. So I'm just excited how they're gonna put in that time frame in those films.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really good. That's gonna be something to look forward to. Next up on the block, Dan Houser, co-founder of Rockstar, is leaving the company.
Ooh,
dude.
Man.
So officially, his last date will be March 11th. And he's the co-founder of the company along with his brother, but he's also a writer, a director, a voice actor. And the thing is, he's leaving at a very pivotal time because PS5 coming out. What's Rockstar's biggest property? It's GTA.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was very instrumental in all the past games, and so now for him to walk out at this point. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy, dude. Who knows how good they're gonna go?
Dude, that's one of my favorite all-time companies is Rockstar. I mean, like you had GTA, you had Bully, you had Red Dead. Shit, I even had table tennis for the 360.
Yeah,
and it was just great. I mean, it's Naughty Dog and Rockstar are my top 2 gaming companies.
Yeah, definitely Naughty Dog, just because I love Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick, jumping back to Netflix, they're actually working on a Resident Evil TV show.
Yeah, I heard about that. That sounds pretty cool.
That's going to be really cool. They've got so far 8 one-hour episodes locked in, and it's going to explore the dark inner workings of the Umbrella Corporation and the New World Order caused by the outbreak of the T-Virus.
Wow.
So this sounds like something maybe like just after the events of maybe the movies and the games.
Yeah.
And kind of exploring the themes of like how the world now operates.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
during what's going on, like what's the outside world like?
Yeah, so
how
just how it's
like
affecting the outside world in general, besides just like these Umbrella laboratories and Raccoon City, So we're going to have to deal with the aftermath of the entire thing.
That's pretty awesome.
So it's scheduled for 2021 release, and in June they're actually going to start shooting in South Africa.
What?
Yeah, so it's going to get underway soon, and so hopefully they're going to 8 hours. It seems like a lot, but I mean, you figure most shows hour long, they have about 10 episodes anyways.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go through real quick.
Yep.
And last bit of news: Activision is actually planning to re-release and reimagine some of their original games.
No way.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna release them in 2020.
Okay.
And so they haven't announced which games exactly they're gonna put out, but I mean they have such a huge catalog.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for sure one that I would love to see remastered would be Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, especially part 2. You have the issue of having to license all the music again, but I mean, dude, that's definitely. That was like a must-have on PS1.
Yeah, because even when you unlock, I think Spider-Man in that one,
it was
Spider-Man and then Officer Dick.
Yeah, yeah, dude. And then along that same line, Spider-Man, dude. They had a awesome Spider-Man game.
Yeah,
I mean, I believe that was probably, besides the recent Spider-Man game that came out on PS4, that has to be like the definitive Spider-Man experience.
Yeah.
And you also have other games, Guitar Hero, Matt Hoffman BMX, Nightmare Creatures, Rampage, Pitfall, You know, you have Star Wars Clone Wars. You had the Republic Commando game. Vigilante 8. They had all the X-Men games.
Dude, I thought Vigilante 8 was gonna be a Twisted Metal killer, but it was separate. But I love Vigilante 8.
It was still a good game.
Yeah, it was. I loved it.
It was
I
a
loved
clone,
it.
but easily it was a really good game. And you know, they had other games like, you know, Bloody Roar was a really fun fighting game. You know, where you duke it out as a character, and then you can transform into, you know, their inner animal. And you had weird things like, you know, obviously wolves and lions and tigers, but you also had like rabbits and fish and hawks and things like that. So it was actually really interesting.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, the one game I want to see re-released against Altered Beast. I mean, we all played that on Sega Genesis back in the day. So I mean, that to have a proper like Altered Beast RPG style, maybe like Skyrim, that would be freaking amazing.
Yeah, like how we were talking about this on like the last podcast on like games when they released Shadow Colossus, same gameplay, same everything, just like graphics are just more hyped up. I still think to this day a beautiful remastered version was Resident Evil.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
They did an amazing job, because I know when I played it back in the day, it was a little hard because of the point of view. It was like the top view, like a third person, but still, like it still had my interest. But I literally beat it from head to toe on this one.
Yeah.
If it was the same puzzle, same everything, amazing. But yeah, I mean that remaster was great.
It was really good, dude. So hopefully, you know, Activision can kind of get a jump on it. But I mean, you've seen they already have a couple re-releases out. They have Spyro, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
They just put out
Medieval.
Nitro Kart Medieval. The issue, was Medieval Activision?
Oh,
I don't recall.
I don't think so, but just the remastered part. That's all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, the issue with Medieval though was that it was like a direct 1-to-1 re-release, like remake. So I feel like some of the issues that the original game had carried over as well.
I see.
So they kind of dropped the ball there, but still, like, I mean, to totally revamp the looks of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, even as recent as when they made the Halo remakes from 1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For back then, I mean, I was like, amazing visuals.
Yeah.
And they still blew it out of the water when they remade that.
Yep.
So here's hoping Activision has it. I'm actually hoping they do Secret Weapons over Normandy.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite games on the PS2. And to cover up the news, happy birthday to John Williams.
Woo,
He
happy
turns
birthday.
88 years old.
Goddamn, man, you old motherfucker.
Dude, he is like the soundtrack to all of our favorite movies.
Yeah.
You have Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Jaws, Jurassic Park, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
God damn.
This man is an amazing conductor, and 88 years old. Let's hope for another 88 and continue doing all this great work that he does.
Yeah, brother.
And so now, with all the news out of the way, let's get into our topics for today. You smell that? You smell that?
What does that smell, baby?
That's love in the air, man. It is our Valentine's Day special. I actually forgot to mention at the top of the show. So, this episode is coming out on Valentine's Day, and we appreciate you spending your day with us when you can be out there being with the ones you love. And you know what? That's cool. Thank you. We feel the love. We feel the love tonight.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
And if you don't have someone to spend tonight with, just play the podcast again and pretend we're there in the room with you.
Get some chocolates. Eat that by yourself. Self-love, baby. Self-love.
Take care of yourself first.
Treat yourself.
But anyways, yeah, dude. So Valentine's Day special. Love is in the air, man. Everybody's out buying flowers and chocolates and going to dinner and this and that. I mean, I myself, I wait till the day after when the crowds are gone and it's just all the single people left. And then I usually take lovely assistant out and we go and we have dinner somewhere like McDonald's or
wow.
I'm cheap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm cheap. But
there is cheap love too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, you can't put a price tag on love.
That's true too.
But but I make it up. I usually buy her something nice,
there
like
goes.
Jewelry or a dog. She just got a huge 60-gallon freaking fish tank that she wanted. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's taking up like half of our living room right now.
Yeah, it looks like the Long Beach Aquarium up in this bitch.
Yeah, Aquarium of the Pacific. But yeah, dude. So before we get into like our list of things, I want to do a real quick give it a shot. And my suggestion today is actually a horror movie.
Okay, cool.
It's a horror movie, and it kind of goes along with today's theme. It's called It Follows. You can find it on Netflix, and
Okay.
I'm sure you can find it other places. But it's actually a really, really cool movie with a really great concept. Remember how talking last time about that vampire movie where they kind of equated to like an STD.
Oh yeah.
So this is kind of along the same lines. So it starts off with I believe it's a guy, and he's got this curse on him, and so he sleeps with the girl and passes the curse on to her. And so the way the curse is kind of depicted is as like a monster that's kind of following them. Looks kind of like a zombie.
Okay.
And so you're watching the movie, and she's got this curse, and throughout the whole movie you can see someone kind of following her,
All right.
and it's getting closer and closer. And so the way they kind of like defeat it is to sleep with another person and pass the curse on to them, and hopefully they go out and sleep with someone and pass the curse.
What the
and
fuck?
Yeah, and it kind of just keeps going on and on and on. And obviously the further the curse gets sent, the further it is from you. But obviously, if
Okay.
you have sex with someone and they don't, and the curse gets them, well, the curse is back to you. So you're trying to make this long chain to get the curse as far away from you as you can, and obviously you have to hope that the next person is going to go out there and keep passing it on.
That reminds me of like the job triangle, that you have to like sell your items for that other person could sell, and you make the profit, and then the other person sells, and then they make the profit. It's almost like that, but just sex.
Yeah, like a pyramid scheme of sex.
There you go.
But yeah, it's a really great movie. So I hope hey, like I said, great date night movie. You watch this horror movie about being cursed after having sex, and then hey, maybe you go pass your own curse onto someone.
That's your catch up. Let's do this curse, baby.
But anyways, so getting into our topics for today, dude. Superhero couples.
Ooh.
Or at least couples in, movies and this like that,
Of course.
And the great thing about romance in like comics and things like that is usually it's a superhero, and they have to learn how to balance their superhero life with a normal life with relationships and things.
Yeah.
And you have things like maybe Superman, who we all know his biggest flame is Lois Lane.
Yep.
But he also has had other girlfriends, I guess, and like including Wonder Woman. Like they dated for a little bit.
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah.
And Wonder Woman at one time, was kind of led on that she kind of had a thing with Batman for a little bit. But honestly, one of my favorite ones is Spider-Man, dude. Like he has to learn how to balance his life of being a superhero, and on the other hand, he has to be able to work his job, go to school, and then all the various girlfriends he's had. His I believe his first was Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy, he was crazy about her, and Green Goblin kidnapped her and threw her off a bridge, and when he tried to save her neck snapped. So that's a big thing. That's a big thing. That's a big thing to have to deal with. Seeing, trying to rescue the one you love, only for them to have to die. But he's also had, relationships with other heroes as well. Felicia Hardy, Black Cat.
Yeah.
Very beautiful character, very very strong, and she's her own person, dude. And the cool thing about the way, she was written, along with Cindy Moon, who was Silk, and Silver Sable, like they were their own characters that didn't need to rely on Peter to get them out of trouble or whatever. Like they had their own things, and even though they couldn't balance their lives with his, like there was still like that spark and that chemistry.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's what was really fun. And at one point I think he was even dating Kitty Pryde from X-Men, Shadowcat.
Oh yeah.
So they had a relationship for a while. But obviously, the biggest one of all was Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah.
Who can forget? The sultry redhead that won the spider over. Like, and eventually she learned his secret, and he had to learn how to balance his life with that.
Yeah.
It can't be easy, having to, stop crime and fight these superheroes and then come home and do the laundry.
Yeah.
And hopefully get your lady off your back.
It's almost like business and pleasure.
Yeah,
Like which one would you want to do more of, or what you could do wish more of?
you have to strike that balance.
Yeah.
But honestly, I kind of want to talk about the biggest whore of them all, I guess you can say, and that has to be the Caped Crusader himself, Batman. I mean, dude, you can go back, going all the way back to like Golden Age, Silver Age comics. Batman and Bruce Wayne have had a lot of girlfriends. Like it's freaking crazy.
The true PIMP.
Like I mean, the first one I can think of would be the first one that I seen was I think Vicky Vale in the first Batman movie in '89.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she was one of the first ones to find out that Bruce Wayne was Batman. She was a reporter, and honestly, she was able to give Batman a run for his money of the greatest detective. Like, she was very smart, very intelligent.
Yeah.
Again, I mentioned earlier, Wonder Woman. They had a thing for a little bit. Black Canary, and then during the Silver Age, actually, Kathy Kane, Batwoman.
Yeah.
Like, they actually had a thing going on for a while. And then even when Bruce Wayne lost, he had amnesia, and I believe somehow he ended up in Metropolis, and he actually had a thing with Lois Lane going on for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe that, dude? Like, Lois Lane and Batman. Like,
man, she is double dipping. That's what I call double dipping.
I mean, and that was actually a really good story, because she helped him regain his memories, and eventually, he did, and at that point he was like, oh damn, dude, like I'm over here trying to steal my best friend's girl. Like, it's crazy. But dude, like, obviously the big two, well, actually, I'm forgetting Silver St. Cloud, who oh geez, dude, like, I can't even remember which age that was. That might have been Silver Age as well.
Okay.
Like, she also found out that Bruce Wayne was Batman.
Damn.
But after will they, won't they for so long, eventually, I know they struck a good balance in their relationship, that Bruce Wayne actually proposed to her.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was a big thing to see Batman getting married, and unfortunately, she was actually murdered by onomatopoeia. I think who was working for, maybe the Joker at the time.
I think so too.
And he murdered, and onomatopoeia murdered, Silver St. Cloud, and that was, Bruce Wayne's, I guess, second biggest loss after his parents.
Yep.
But like I was saying, Batman having his two biggest relationships, and that would be Catwoman and Talia al Ghul.
Yeah, Catwoman. Because even with the comic too, they got married.
Yeah.
And then so what? So with like that relationships and with those power couples, they always wanna see what's going on with them.
Yeah, because I mean, so like with Catwoman, the one thing I always liked was actually in the Dark Knight trilogy, was at the end, they both kind of gave up their lives to go be together.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually pretty cool, because like that's one aspect of the comics and things that we don't think about. Like, what do they want to do, like, in the end? Like, are they lonely, or do they need companionship? Like,
but it's pretty cool because they could like even fight crime together.
Yeah, in a sense.
So
but
they could have
feel
like a nice date. Fight
crime. but I feel like maybe their dynamics are a little too different. I mean, Batman was the crime fighter, and Catwoman was a cat burglar.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, in the
two opposites attract, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you think like in the Dark Knight movie, the way they met was, Selena Kyle was stealing, Martha Wayne's jewelry.
Yeah, at that party.
Yeah, and then from there they kind of began a relationship afterward, and they found out each other's identities, and then in the end, Alfred sees them having dinner or at a cafe.
Yeah.
They're living their life after that. Mm-hmm. Like, it's interesting. But in that same vein, you have in the going the other direction with Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing too, especially in the animated and the comics, because Talia al Ghul being the daughter of Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, he almost trusted her, but in a different type of love. That was just like, that was intimate, but just like, like he couldn't believe on what she did.
Yeah, and then, you know what? That was actually a very interesting dynamic, because I believe at the time, Ra's al Ghul was actually trying to convince Bruce Wayne to be his like his protege in a sense,
Yeah.
or to be like his next in line. And then from there, I believe that's when him and Talia had like began their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, after they fell through, because obviously Bruce Wayne doesn't want to be the head of that group.
Yeah.
So he wanted to continue being Batman and bringing justice, not just their form of justice, but true justice. And so they just had that falling out. But obviously something worked in the end, because then we had Damian Wayne,
Yeah.
who took up the mantle of Robin.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, dude, like hands down, I think that's my second favorite Robin.
Yeah. Damien?
Yeah,
Damien's dope.
Damian Wayne, dude.
Yeah, Damian was dope.
And obviously, the first one being Dick Grayson, the
Yeah.
first Robin. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing character. But dude, even Dick Grayson, dude, when he became Nightwing, dude, he actually got together with Barbara Gordon.
That's right. Yeah. They had a
that
thing
girl.
together like for quite a bit.
Yeah, she was Batgirl, and then after the Joker paralyzed her, she was Oracle. So she was still a very important aspect of the team.
Yeah.
And again, they were able to balance their relationship, having to be crime fighters, but yeah, having a life outside of that.
Exactly.
Like it's really interesting, dude, to see like how these writers, like to put their characters together. And and those aren't the only super couples in comics. I mean, we have a huge list of like, people that have gotten together, another one from the Batman universe, Joker and Harley.
Hell yeah, man. Dynamic duo right there, man. Fighting the crime, and they're, it's just like they just can't live without each other.
No. Yeah, and honestly, that was a truth be told, I always see people like, oh, I want a relationship like Joker and Harley, and I have to cringe so hard, dude, because yeah, you have that one side of them being lovey-dovey and they can't be apart, but then you have the other side of Joker just being this manipulative, abusive asshole in a sense.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
mistreated Harley for so long.
Yeah.
And I believe in one of the comic lines too, he revealed to her like she wasn't the first.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a scene where he threw her like in his pit or something, all beat up, and there's like all these corpses of all these women like dressed in similar Harley Quinn costumes. Like, dude, that was creepy as hell.
Yeah, but I want to be called Puddin. I'll just take that.
And dude, and I mean, and then after that, she was like, you know what, like screw Joker, I'm gonna go play for the other team, and she had this relationship with Poison Ivy as well.
Oh yeah. She
Yeah,
got
dude.
stuck in her vines, you know what I mean?
But yeah, dude, I mean, that's the cool thing in the fact that these characters can be fluid like that. I mean, you can jump from one gender to the other, but what always tripped me out, dude, was like in Star Wars when you see these humans have like these interspecies relationships with aliens and all that, dude. Like, that always tripped me out.
Hey man, I'm down with that too, baby.
I mean,
love could be any color, any race, any species.
I mean, you got the biggest one you always see is like the other Twi'leks. They were like the dancers in Jabba's palace with the big old Leku tentacles on their head.
Yeah.
And you had a bunch of different like examples of that within the universe of Star Wars. And and you also have same sex, dude. Like if you think of like it's a book called From a Different Point of View. And what it is, it's a series of short stories that take place, I believe, between New Hope and maybe Empire, or all the way until Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
And they actually revealed that Grand Moff Tarkin was actually gay.
Oh no way.
It's interesting, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, it's interesting in the sense that like that's not necessarily something I guess that matters totally to the story, but it is an interesting side fact.
Yeah.
Because he does have a relationship with the Stormtrooper, and it's actually funny how it comes about, because it's actually an exact mirror of when Luke first seen Leia in that hologram with R2-D2.
Yeah.
So the short story has to do with this Stormtrooper, and you remember those little mouse droids running around the Death Star, little trucks. And so I guess one of them was like rewired and was being kept by one of the Stormtroopers, and he went and crashed into Grand Moff Tarkin, and he went through the things, and dude, like word for word, like oh, who's that? Like he's beautiful, this and that, and from there on it goes into this whole tryst of them.
What?
It's interesting,
Okay.
but also in Star Wars, I mean, you have the biggest one of Han and Leia.
Yeah, Han and Leia.
I mean, those were the like, I guess you would say like well, yeah, you say royalty because Leia was a princess, and I believe in the book it was called The Courtship of Princess Leia. Like, it turns out that Han Solo was actually the prince.
Oh, no way.
I can't remember how that worked out. It might have been because I think he won a planet like in a card game, like something crazy like that. Not 100% sure. It's been a long time since I read that book, but I mean, yeah, dude, like you have all sorts of these huge like superhero couples. Like, the other one that sticks out of my mind is Richard Reed and Sue Storm.
Yep.
From Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. I mean, and what better dynamic you can have than like fighting crime with your SO, you know?
Yeah, and then just by being them four and the other two dudes, you know, like the Thing and fucking you like the Human Torch are just cool about it. They're just like, yeah, they're dating and we're all a team, so they're cool.
So that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of things, on the villain side, you also have, you know, from G.I. Joe, you have Baroness and Destro. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I did have a thing for Baroness for a while.
Really?
Yeah, dude, she was hot, man.
That's funny.
Like, it's crazy. But yeah, dude, like, you know, just the way that these writers have put these worlds together, like, it's actually really amazing, and that they've put this much thought into like building these relationships for these characters. You know, they're not just so one dimensional of being like, oh, I'm just gonna go fight crime, or you know, we're just gonna go save the universe or save the galaxy. You know, like they put thought into this to create these lives outside of the main story for these characters.
Exactly.
And sometimes like their lives outside coincide directly with their superhero lives. Like, think of like Frank Castle, dude, the Punisher.
Oh yeah.
Everything he did was for love. You know, they murdered his family.
Yeah.
And he was just like, dude, like, gloves are off.
Even Mr. Freeze. Mr.
Same.
Freeze, I believe Mr. Freeze is still not a criminal. He just wanted to find the cure or to bring back his wife. Yeah. And he kept doing it. But anybody that will betray him to be in his way, he will take him down. Obviously, that, you know, people saw him as a villain. I don't think he's a villain, bro. He was fighting his love to bring her back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, you know, that's why he had to... Was that? Yeah, I think that was the movie where he was stealing the diamonds.
Yeah, he's stealing the diamonds.
he needed the diamonds for that.
He needed the diamonds, yeah, man.
But yeah, but dude, and then the other ones, you have like these weird relationships that you don't really see. Like, how the hell does that work? Like, I don't know if you remember. I believe that it was called the Savage Lands. It might have been one of like or it might have been Ultimate X-Men, where Magneto and Rogue.
Oh, Magneto and Rogue was weird too.
Dude, that was strange. And they actually got married and had a kid.
Yeah.
I want to say that was the Ultimate X-Men. It's I mean, it's been so long. I'm sorry, listeners, but like, my comic reading has actually gone down since I've gotten older because I just don't have time, which I'm sure we all realize. But yeah, dude, like to see them two, like, that's such a weird dynamic of, like, you know, well, it helps that she lost her power. She wasn't sucking his energy out all the time, you know. So it worked in a sense that way, but then, you know, when the Ultimates line finished, it kind of went away. And then obviously we had the big relationship of Rogue and Gambit. Yeah. You know. And I mean, that was like even a big thing in the animated series.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah.
Like that was a huge thing.
That was even like, yeah, like the relationship from that's who I think those two is them two. Because I mean, that's what I always saw too, and that's why I always thought that they only had.
Yeah. And then also in X-Men you had Jean Grey and Cyclops.
Yeah, Jean Grey and Cyclops was going too.
You know, that was another big relationship in that thing. And then you had the whole split, and then when the only thing I didn't like, dude, I think it was in the second movie when she kills Cyclops.
Oh yeah.
And it was such a weak death because it was like off screen. They didn't really show, and then it was just like, oh yeah, Cyclops is dead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that they couldn't plan like not the perfect death, but like saying like, damn, how do you go? But there's so many possibilities on like the way how he could have gone down to be like, damn, he went on like that. But I guess they just never really put into two and two together. So
yeah, and it's hard. You know, you do have to run into those issues. But I feel like killing him off was just a bad idea because
it was.
You know, you do have like a kind of a love triangle because you also throw Logan in there.
Yeah,
and he was very attracted to Jean Grey.
Yep.
and he was the one that ultimately ended up killing her as Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, he had to, bro.
Yeah, had to be
He
done.
had to. He
He
had
was
to.
destroying the world.
Mm-hmm. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but and then I want to get to like my favorite superhero couple. That would be Captain America and Agent Carter.
Yeah, man.
Especially in this last series. I mean, it was it was so heartbreaking because, his last words to her, "Oh, I'll see you there for that dance."
Mm-hmm.
And then for him to go into the ice for 70 years and to come out and to find her and still be in love with her, like it's a beautiful thing,
Dude. Even in Endgame, in the Avengers, I didn't expect that at the last part where they go to time travel to actually like find like to put back the stones or whatnot. He puts himself back in that era and he lives throughout the whole thing of what he's always been wishing for, and then he comes back as an old man.
Yeah.
And then he hands the shield down to the Falcon.
Yeah.
And dude, I went balls out on that one, man.
Dude. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. Like I thought that was beautiful.
I didn't expect it,
And
that
at
was
the end,
such a
when they're
perfect...
dancing,
Yeah,
he actually went back for their dance. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
dude, he relived life what he wanted to be for the fullest, and he actually had a second chance, and he fucking took it. God, see, man, don't lose second opportunities, you guys. Don't fucking take that shit. Fucking make it happen. Wish that you could just do anything that you tried to do the first time. Second time. You might not have a second time, but when you do, man, that is a blessed feeling.
Yeah, you might not get that second chance.
Yeah, you might have second
My only
chance.
complaint about that scene, what would have been awesome? Yeah, instead of Chris Evans, what would have been awesome was if old Cap was actually Stanley. Dude, like, can you imagine? That would be such a great ending to the whole thing. Like it could have been like all his cameos would have been like explained away as that was his Cap jumping
Oh,
around time.
I see what you mean. Ah, man.
Like that was him in his last years, like using the time jumper to go see all these different events from the Marvel history,
That's true too. But I like his little cameos, like the one in the library with like Spider-Man, and the other ones, I think he's like a bus driver.
Yeah.
He's a post office guy on Fantastic Four. And so like his little cameos are kind of cute.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that would have been a nice little bookend to it. But I mean, you know what? It was a good scene. And again, I actually teared up a little bit when I seen that because
Yeah, it was.
Cap gave everything for the Avengers and for Earth and to protect it, and then he took that second opportunity to go live his life. Like that was awesome. I loved it.
Great.
Dude.
That was
I
great.
loved it. Like,
That was great.
Like some of the best writing in there. But we can go on, keep rambling as we do, without a point like we always do. But
Yep.
I want to get into some questions for you, bro. I got some questions for you. They're gonna be questions about crushes. So if you can make sure and tell Lady Snake not to listen to this part of the podcast, and then I'll go ahead and ask I'll ask Lovely Sis to step out of the studio.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't want us to get in trouble. I want to make sure we can still go out tonight.
It's gonna be deep.
Yeah. So this first question for you.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I 100% agree with you with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your first crush?
Kimberly from the Power Rangers.
Ooh, I was right.
That chick, from growing up to seeing the Power Rangers and then just by seeing Kimberly, I don't know if it was just the pink outfit that had the skirt on it, even though she had leggings on, I don't care, or she was just like that little cute preppy little white chick in that show. But yeah, man, Pink Ranger.
Dude, Amy Jo Johnson is awesome.
Yeah,
like
dude.
She's
Yeah,
beautiful woman.
she's a cutie.
And then obviously all the Power Rangers had all these cool moves and gadgets and everything. But she was a gymnast, dude. Like that was a cool thing. Like she showed it off a lot in the series. But like even after, like she did a lot of good stuff, like shows and things. Like she had Flashpoint. She made her own movie called I believe it's called The Space Between Us.
Oh,
she
yeah.
She has a music career. Like dude, like she's a great person. Like I really like like all her stuff. Like I kind of not necessarily like keep up with everything she does, but usually when I see her name pop up somewhere, I do like to see what she's up to because that was definitely my first crush, and that was back in like kindergarten.
Yeah.
All I knew was like, oh my god, like I like this girl and she's a Power Ranger. That's just the cherry on top. But yeah, I mean, and she even came back for, I think it was the new Power Ranger movies with Jason David Frank.
Oh yeah, she did.
They made a quick little 2-second cameo, but they were there. They were there. Okay, now this next one you can't say no because dude, you're a weirdo too.
Okay.
But who was your animated crush? Like
anything animated, like anything from, right? Just a cartoon base, obviously. Right?
Cartoon.
Okay.
Let's try to say like American cartoons. We'll do one for anime, and then we'll do one for like American.
Well, if it's American cartoon, maybe not follows in cartoon, but I feel it was drawn like a cartoon. Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Okay.
Right? Still animated crush.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, she was animated. I grew up, like watching Street Fighter, and then obviously Chun-Li with her big old piernotas, which is legs,
she's
her
thick.
thighs. But yeah, dude, like even her moves are sick. I mean, even the player as
her boobs or her moves are sick.
her moves.
Okay.
Did I say boobs?
It sounded like boobs.
My
I
bad.
wanted to clarify.
Well, her moves were cool, and yeah, dude, I think Chun-Li, bro, like Chun-Li was the one.
Dude,
How about you?
I think I was kind of predestined to go for the curvy women.
Okay.
Because my first animated crush,
A little thick.
yeah, you can say, dude, was Jessica Rabbit, dude.
Oh, hey.
You know
Yeah.
what,
You wish you were a damn fucking rabbit, huh? You wish you were that damn rabbit.
And dude, I mean, so obviously, the whole, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. They drew her like as this beautiful woman.
Yeah.
But dude, like deep down, like she had like the one quality that every guy looks for in a girl, and that's loyalty.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like, I mean, they had all these rumors of Jessica Rabbit playing, what was it, Patty Cake with
Oh, that's right. That's
with the artist, with the studio head.
That's right. And then patty cake was obviously, like
euphemism for something else.
Yeah.
But it was like, dude, all we did was patty cake. Like, it wasn't anything worse than that. Like, what's wrong with you?
But
like,
thing is, but her showing her affection to somebody else, even if it was a plain game of patty cake, that's why when Roger Rabbit felt like, oh my god,
his whole world was ending.
Nah, and he was dying, dude. And I'm like, man, I feel for the rabbit.
Dude, honestly, okay, I wasn't gonna lie when I thought of this question. You know who I thought you were gonna say? Since I know you're a basketball fan and you love Looney Tunes.
Oh, Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
Lola Bunny. You know what? Yeah, but she was just she was a hottie too, man. Like, yeah, Lola Bunny was a good one too, man. Space Jam. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Dude, man,
See?
We're weird, dude.
So many girls.
But you know what? I blame the '90s. They drew their cartoons too sexy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, along that same line, anime. Who's your anime crush?
Bulma.
Really?
Bulma, yeah.
Okay, I
yeah.
can see that.
I think she was just like the nurturing type of person with a Vegeta, and I just thought that she was just hot, smart, just outgoing. She just get like really moody, and I was just like, damn, she's crazy, but she's good looking too.
You know what, dude? Like, I feel that's actually a really good answer because I feel like she's probably like the most realistic character on that show.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so when you first see Dragon Ball in the original series, like she just wanted to get the Dragon Balls to get a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And that's something like, okay, like all young girls, I'm pretty sure go through a point in their life like, okay, getting a boyfriend is the most important thing. But then when she grows up into like along the series of Dragon Ball Z, like she was following her father's footsteps of being this huge important scientist.
Yeah.
Like she developed the Dragon Ball locator, the scanner.
Oh yeah.
And she was able to help with like the ships to get them to Namek, and dude, like she was actually proven to be like this really strong character. And she had those moments where she needed help, but she was actually a very big player, and she was able to help all the Goku and Krillin and all that, despite not having any powers. And later on, yeah, like she was also shown to be a good mother with Trunks, despite the fact of having a crazy one night stand with Vegeta. Like, like she was able to mold him into a better person. And then with Trunks coming along, like that also made Vegeta a better person. Like when that point came along, when I think Cell kills Trunks, or at least like shoots him, like that made Vegeta realize like there's other people that I care about besides myself.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think Bulma and Trunks really did that. So, that's actually a really good.
Yeah, man.
It's actually a really good one. Dude.
Fucking Bulma.
I'll give you credit for that one.
How about you? Who's your animated crush?
Dude, definitely Dragon Ball Z. It's gonna be Android 18.
Oh yeah.
Dude, she is a kick-ass character.
Yeah.
Like she's super strong. She's got a smart mouth on her. Like I don't know. And then the blonde hair just does it for me. I don't like blondes, but for some reason the blonde hair does it for me.
The straight blonde.
Yeah, dude. And then she was stylish, dude. She had that Red Ribbon Army denim jacket, like, and the skirt and the leggings. Like, dude, that was pretty cool, man. Like for little me, well, actually high school me. Like, damn, dude, that's like the chicks I was seeing at school. Like, cool, But yeah, dude, she was awesome because, like I said, she was really powerful. She can hold her own, and I mean, she kicked Vegeta's ass. She broke his arm.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
And and she didn't shy away from a fight, despite the fact of having to go against Earth's mightiest heroes. Not not the Avengers, but but I'm pretty sure, dude, in a fight against Iron Man and Captain America, she would wipe the damn floor with them. But okay, moving on. Celebrity crush.
Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba was my first celebrity crush.
Really?
Yeah. When I saw her in Idle Hands with that movie, oh sweet baby Jesus, in the little angel outfit at the end of the movie, whoo! She was a dark angel. My God, I couldn't believe how many seasons I don't even know what the fuck happened in that damn fucking series. I just watching her. Fantastic Four. She was the Invisible Woman. And and then man, Jessica Alba. She did it. It was up to the point that I literally had posters of my room of her.
I think I remember those.
You remember that? Yeah. She it was in the front cover of something.
I was a little like curious about why all the lips were worn out on those posters.
Just shut the fuck up. He's a bullshit of a lie, man. No, man. I kept those posters pristine. I didn't want nobody touching those damn posters.
They were laminated. I can attest to that.
Yeah. Unless they get messy, I could clean it off.
That's just dirty. But,
how about you, man? Who's
I actually
celebrity?
I actually have two. I was thinking about this earlier.
You can't. You gotta pick the one.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
All right, fine.
But I'll come down on my top one.
Okay.
So I think I can split it. I can split it a little bit with another question.
Must be nice.
But my first option would have to be Carrie Underwood. Country singer Carrie Underwood.
Really?
Yes, dude. Really? Dude. Okay, so I mean, one thing is like she's this gorgeous lady.
Okay.
Beautiful set of legs, but she's got a beautiful set of pipes as well. She's a fantastic singer. Again, I'm a musician. I love music. I listen to every kind of music I can, and dude, Carrie Underwood is amazing. She's a good singer. She's really pretty. She does like a lot of work with all these different organizations. Like she's really cool. She's a really awesome lady. I do think she was kind of a little conceited when she had her accident. I think not last year, but the year before. Mm-hmm. She slipped at home and she busted her face.
Oh, that's right.
And and so she was like, "Oh my God!" Like, when people see my picture, like they're not even gonna recognize me. And then like maybe a couple months later, she came out at the CMA Awards, and freaking flawless. Like you couldn't tell there was anything wrong.
Wow.
Like she's like one of those. Like, you remember that episode of SpongeBob when they just beat Squidward's ass until he's beautiful?
Oh, that's right.
She's like that level of beauty.
Wow. Yeah, I'm still surprised that we're still talking about Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So some other option would be oh God, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson. Dude,
the Black Widow. Dog.
Gorgeous woman. Not even with Black Widow, like just all her other stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, she's a great actress. I think she got a lot of shit.
For what?
Undeservedly for the work she did in why am I drawing a blank? That anime movie, the live action where she played the Major.
Ghost in the Shell?
Yes. Oh my God, she got so much shit for that. Like it was so undeserved because she's a great actress. She really is.
I thought it was a good movie. Dude. I mean, she played her part. I mean, probably not as crazy as the actual Ghost in the Shell animated, but I mean, I would think she pursued it pretty well.
She did a really good job in it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I was actually gonna go watch. She was slated to be in this movie called Rub and Tug.
Okay.
Which was about this. It was a trans man. So, yes. So a woman transitioned to a man. Okay. I believe.
Yeah.
Who ran like a massage parlor. and was like in this like I believe it was like a prostitution ring. It's actually based on a true story.
Oh, cool.
And
All right.
so she was slated to play the main character, and I guess there was a bunch of like fan outrage or whatever, and so they didn't want her to play the part. They wanted her to step down, and they wanted like an actual trans person to play the role, and so she was like, okay, whatever, like I'll step down, but I guess because the director was like, no, like this is my star, whatever, like he shut the whole project down. Like if he couldn't have Scarlett Johansson play that role, he didn't feel it was worth to make the movie.
Wow.
Like, dude, she's a huge like AAA actress. I would say that. Like she's got that fame and that notoriety that you can just plaster her name on freaking Homeward Bound 7 where she plays a tree and people will come watch it.
Yeah.
But
she plays a tree.
But like I said, I'll come down on one. Carrie Underwood, Celebrity Crush.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, dude. So okay, superhero crush.
Superhero crush.
Movies or comics?
I wasn't gonna say Ashley She-Hulk. Just because she's big and green. That's all. That's all. Because I just like, you kind of want to feel like that, you know, like that chick could just break you in half. You know what I'm saying?
Into like that. Yeah, dude. I mean, okay. I mean, I guess.
She-Hulk.
Dude, like, oh, I can see it.
Buff and just masculine and
just cradle. Like, you want to be Little Spoon for a change.
Sometimes. Sometimes. But it's coming from a girl, though.
But She-Hulk would make a... Actually, yeah, She-Hulk would be a great big spoon.
Fuck yeah, dude. I would be terrified.
She's strong, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking She-Hulk,
dude, okay, superhero crush. I was going to say Wonder Woman, but I can't actually decide between Linda Carter and Gal Gadot because they're both...
They're both different.
They're both amazing in their own ways. I mean, Linda Carter was back in, I believe, the 70s. You know, during when the whole women's rights movement was kind of coming out, and they changed Wonder Woman from. I mean, when you see the original Wonder Woman comics, it was like very borderline, like light porn. Like there was a whole time, like the whole thing of, oh, she becomes weak when they chain her wrists together, and so like every issue was just kind of her in bondage.
Yeah.
So that was very like borderline, like pornographic almost, dude. Yeah, dude. Like it was like everybody's first foray into bondage, you know. But you know, yeah. So they turned her from that into like this huge like icon for women's rights and for feminism. So like it wasn't just a pretty face. Like they turned her into an icon. And then Gal Gadot, because I mean in real life she's a real badass. She was in the Israeli army. Like I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, dude, like she can kick your ass in real life. But so I was trying to decide between both of them, but then I remembered Angel Dust from Deadpool.
Oh damn.
Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Dude, her and Mando. Also too, holy shit! Dude, she's pretty, man. She's hot. Like I can't. She's a UFC fighter, dude.
When I seen her in the octagon, I was never so turned on yet afraid at the same time. Like there's just something about.
It was like a half boner,
dude. There's just something about knowing that a woman can kick your ass without even thinking about it and without breaking a sweat. That it's. Ooh.
So you'll let yourself.
I wouldn't let her kick my ass, dude. I would pay her to kick my ass.
Damn.
Like it's. Yeah. But yeah, dude, and then as Angel Dust, you know, dude, she didn't care, man. Like she like held her own against freaking Colossus and beat his ass down. And she had that great scene where she's like knocked down on the ground and Colossus is like, oh, like your shirt's falling.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, thank you. Like I wouldn't have known. Like thank you for that. Bam! Like it knocks his shit out, you know.
That sounds like a night that I want to experience. I'm like, oh no, bam! She fucking hits me in the fucking face.
Dude, yeah, she can put me in a triangle choke anytime.
Yep.
But yep. Okay, so be honest with yourself, dude. You're a chick. Who's your man crush?
So the guy that I would want to be, because I feel like he was like cool and like suave, was Tommy from the Power Rangers too.
Oh, okay, so Jason David Frank.
Yeah, Jason David Frank on like as being Tommy. I feel like he was just like the cool cat from the block, you know, like the new kid from high school and stuff like that. And then plus, dude, like he played two identities. He played fucking Green Ranger and like the White Ranger. So on top of that, from his being coolness of that, dude, he was getting the chicks. So I'm like, damn, I want to be that dude. So
yeah, he had a longer stint on Power Rangers too.
Yeah.
I mean, you got so we're strictly talking. Are you strictly talking Mighty Morphin Tommy, or are we talking about like the whole series Tommy?
Oh, I say
Because you got to remember, he was green, he was white, but then he also, I think he did black, red, and gold. No,
yeah, because
I'm
it was
sorry. I think gold was Austin St. John.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nah, mostly I say Morphin because even like the secrecy of like what he was or like who he is as a high school kid, and then plus of like him being a ranger, like all the girls were like, oh my god, like, who's that guy? You know, like so like eventually they like people found out on who he was. But yeah, man, I think Tommy was like a cool cat that I just wanted to be when I grew up or something.
And then I think there was an episode where him and Amy Jo Johnson kissed. Mm-hmm. So I was like,
Mm-hmm. So I think that's why I'm like, damn, fucking lucky bastard. Asshole.
Okay.
How about you, man?
I'll give you that one.
Thank
My
you.
man crush, straight up, dude. If I were a chick, I would throw myself at the feet of Harrison Ford. You cannot tell me no.
You know how much I fucking watched The Fugitive? I'm fucking tired of that fucking movie.
No, dude. I mean,
Indiana Jones and obviously
Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Rick Deckard,
Blade Runner.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's a great freaking actor.
Yeah.
But even as a human being, he can be grumpy. Like don't get me wrong, he's a grouchy fucking guy.
Yeah,
like he's a lot like my dad. Like it's weird. But I mean, he does like a lot of humanitarian work. Like, so we all know he has his pilot license. We've seen him crash his plane a couple times.
Yeah.
Or once, but dude, like he's a helicopter pilot, and he actually in his spare time like helps with like search and rescues.
Oh wow.
Like there's stories from people that have been rescued from like being stuck in the mountain, and they think they're hallucinating because next thing they know they're up on a helicopter and fucking Han Solo's flying them out there.
Like fantasy, huh?
Yeah, dude. Like, oh yeah, dude. I mean, dude, Harrison Ford, hands down. I would throw myself at his feet.
Jesus.
Like I said.
Okay.
So last question. It's gonna be a 2-part question.
Handle.
Okay, so if you could only choose one of your crushes, who would it be? Mm-hmm. And what would be your perfect nerdy date?
Okay, so from all those ones I just listed, the one that you did remind me was Lola Bunny. That was a really good one, actually. I kind of forgot about her. I'm sorry, Lola, but I got you, girl. So I will say Lola Bunny, and I would say for a nerdy date, definitely food, obviously pizza, probably comic shop, and maybe like an arcade. So when my visual was like in movie Kick-Ass, where they have like that, it was like a cafe / comic shop that they get their comics, and with those like 3 guys with including like a Kick-Ass, when they go and just chill. So find one of those spots and then getting to know her, see what she's into, and then even challenge her to some sweet arcades, bro.
Nice.
I think that's probably pretty a good nerdy date. Seeing what she's reading, what she's into, the type of games that she's in, and who doesn't love pizza, bro? Bruh.
Well,
unless you're lactose intolerant, then fuck it. Then you're fucking screwed. But anyways, yeah, dude. Lola Bunny, those topics. Bam. How about yourself?
You wouldn't have one like a one-on-one pickup game, dude? Shirts versus skins?
I don't know. Well, yeah, Lola Bunny, dude, she balls. So might as well just get like a little hoop and hoop on there. So
I mean, you can't leave that out. I mean, then you guys can like reminisce about the glory days of his airness himself.
What?
Mr. Chicago Bulls.
Right. There you go, dude. Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah, so Lola Bunny was a good one, man. So how about you, man? What's your nerdy date and that crush, that main squeeze you want to be like?
Okay.
I'm fucking nerd.
Okay. Well, let me get to the second half so I can think about who I take out for the first one. But
okay, nice breakdown.
So, perfect date.
Okay.
Go get some dinner. Definitely have to get some ramen.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you can't go wrong with ramen. Everybody loves ramen. I don't think I've met someone who doesn't like it yet.
Maruchan?
Dude, well,
my brother loves Maruchan. Nah, I'm just saying that's just like
no. Well, a little. Okay, I might have said I'm a cheap date earlier, but I'm not 39-cent cheap.
Okay, my bad. Okay, my bad. The better brand, Top Ramen.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or I mean, cup of noodles.
So find a nice little quiet ramen shop somewhere.
Okay.
Chow down, have some nice conversation, and then you know what? Go to find an Edwards or something like that is doing the $6 movie Tuesdays.
Okay, damn.
Or even better, you go on Sundays and they do classic movies.
Okay.
Maybe catch Rocky Horror at a midnight showing, or just see like a classic movie. Catch Star Wars or something.
Okay.
And just kind of have fun from there, hang out, see what they're all about, and then be a perfect gentleman and just take them home and don't expect anything out of it. Because I'm not gonna lie, despite being married, I have no game. I just kind of happen to fall into it.
Wow.
And I just got lucky. I shot my shot. I hit the backboard. It wasn't perfect net. I hit the backboard, and it just happened to make it in.
Yeah. So it's like 3 points from where? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
it kind of spun around the rim a little bit. It looked like it was about to fall on, and right through the net.
There he goes. Hey, man.
But dude, if I can choose a date, actually someone as well that I didn't name, but definitely Princess Leia.
Okay.
I mean, that's like
the Leia herself, huh?
That's like every Star Wars fan's wet dream.
Pretty much, dude. Dude, Leia, especially when she's when she gets fucking tortured or trapped or whatever from like Jabba the Hutt.
The Leia costume.
Come on, yeah, of course.
You know what, dude? Actually,
Did it make it? Did it make it for you?
I actually enjoyed the first outfit she had on, like that all white. Like outfit when she was on the 10-4 in the very beginning of New Hope.
Okay.
Like it was like it's like when you see, the whole like visualization of like purity and like this is someone you can like you said a Princess Leia, but like you knew she had this gravity to her that was more than just a princess. Because in the end, like in the last movies, it was like she didn't go by princess anymore. It was general because she was down to business.
Yeah.
And then in real life, Carrie Fisher was just like an amazing woman. Mm-hmm. When I heard she passed, I really did cry.
Yeah, man, that was another celebrity. I was
like, wow. that one hurt. Like I was at work, and it couldn't have happened at the worst time because I actually felt like I was having a really great day. There was like no traffic. So I got to work really early, and there's like a little coffee shop like right around the corner.
Oh, nice.
So I stopped by, the girl gave me my coffee. She goes, "Hey, we have some free donuts. Take a free donut." I'm like, "Cool." What? Dude, so I was like on top of the world. Man. Like it was a Tuesday. I was on top of the world, Tuesday. It might have not been Tuesday. It was like, in the week. And I was like, cool, man. It was a whole cool start of my day. And I get to work, I pull in. I'm just waiting for the clock in, and my mom texts me, Princess Leia died.
Wow.
Dude, I went in.
It probably felt more that your mom texted you,
dude,
not finding out on social media.
Yeah, like
like the old school.
As soon as I seen that, like my phone started blowing up, because my whole family knows like I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And so my phone blew up, and then TMZ, and once TMZ says that it's official.
Man, fuck TMZ.
But dude, like if I had mascara on that day, it'd have been running, But yeah, dude, Carrie Fisher, perfect day, and then we can just, ramen movies, and then just sit there and just talk shit on everybody.
There it is, man.
She was the best at just telling you how it was. Telling you the business, giving you the business, but then she was cool about it too.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely Carrie Fisher, perfect date.
Right on, brother.
So yeah, we'll call it right there, dude.
Woo!
Our Valentine's Day special. Again, we want to thank you for joining us and hanging out with us tonight or today, this morning, whatever time you see this, hear this. Thank you. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. And we just want to ask you to like the video,
please
subscribe,
come on,
share it, get it out there. We want to grow our community, and leave us a comment. Who is your first crush? What would you do on your perfect nerdy date? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, please.
Message us. We want to know, and maybe we'll address it in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the next episode, we are actually going to start a 3-part series.
Oh man, come on back.
So we're going to call this is going to be for all the video game fans out there. And we're going to call this 3-part series The Console Wars.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start first with, in a sense, the newest kid on the block with Microsoft and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Second episode, we're gonna cover Sony and PlayStation.
Yep.
And the third episode, we're gonna cover the big, bad mamma jamma of them all, Nintendo, the one that's been around the longest. You know, and maybe we'll talk about, you know, Sega Genesis and Atari and all those other guys that, you know, they're not around anymore, but we got our big three. So we're going to cover that. We're going to give each episode its own, like, attention so we can cover as much as we can and talk about it and you know, reminisce about our memories.
Yep.
But, yeah, so like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. You don't have to hit the bell because I'll probably bug you on Instagram or something. And speaking of Instagram, you can go ahead and follow me at the PokéTrooper. That's ThePoke_TROOPER. The PokéTrooper. And you can follow Dr. Snake at
Los Sneakers. So then Los _ Sneakers, pretty much like the way how it sounds. Avid sneaker collector, and pretty much just showing off my shoes, showing off my buddy's shoes too as well. He's also on there, but yeah, that's my Instagram.
Awesome. So again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We hope you have a great, fun, and safe Valentine's Day. We hope to see you back here again next week.
Spread the love. Don't forget that. Just spread the love.
And you know, hey, hopefully you get lucky. Maybe you'll find the one for you out there. You know, maybe someone will pop the question. No pressure, guys. No pressure. But if that's not your thing, hey, screw it. Just be safe. Wrap it up. You know, you don't want to catch anything besides the love bug. You know,
or the coronavirus.
that was last episode, dude.
Oh, my bad.
But anyways, again, thanks for joining us.
Much love.
I'm the PokéTrooper.
Dr. Snake.
Smell you later, nerds.